Alright, had to clear a little spot on the table unexpectedly for this package, which is going to be, I should hope to prove, very interesting. This, if anybody's familiar, is a sign for Prickly's Nerf mods. This is a project that he abandoned and offered up for sale, and I could not resist because I have my own plans in mind for it. So this could be, I don't know, very, very interesting. I'm very excited to pick this up and see what I can do with it. Okay, there is appear to be some paperwork involved, which is always very exciting. I don't know if this is supposed to be read first. It's kind of buried in a parts bag, so there seems to be no other supporting paperwork, so let's see what this says here. Oh, goodness. Okay, it says, couldn't find the trigger, rev trigger, or mag release, so I included this so you can buy another Demolisher or buy some parts, and a little bit of cash. Okay, well, hey, bummer. Okay, well, if you happen to find anything later on, we can settle up later, but this is, let's start with the exciting stuff, it's a perfectly sized box. I do give you credit for finding a perfect sized box. This is a Longshot Demolisher project, which is basically has the DevCon process procedure done, and doesn't seem to be any further than that besides just the kind of rough cutting and securing everybody. And it is, hang on a second, let's get this guy out of here and get this to where we can look at it. Really appreciate what's going on here. So, okay. So this goes like that. You see that? Yeah. And when I saw this posted initially, I just saw it and I just really liked, I mean, I gave away the Demolisher project I was working on. I actually gave that to Ryan of Silver Fox Industries when he was over here. I was so wowed by his Demolisher Centurion integration. I was like, you know what, you know how to handle Demolishers, maybe you can handle this thing. So I gave that to him, and I've been wanting to do another Demolisher. Not necessarily this style, but I don't know, I just couldn't resist the look of this. And so let's pull this in a little bit. Oh, got it that time. Okay. It actually was cut pretty darn well from what I could tell right here. From the pictures that he sent me, everything looked like it was aligned correctly. Looks like we're floating a little bit on the back here, just because there's nothing to attach to. The Demolisher has that kind of two-piece shell thing, as far as having like an inner and an outer, and he was able to wrap the Longshot through there by removing the outer part, which basically just left the stuff that, like the magwell and whatever contains the components. The exterior part is just more aesthetic and all that. He did do a clever job of integrating a Praxis stock on here, which gave a little bit more length and an actual nice butt pad. I don't plan on using this, no offense to the guy. I may continue this part, though, you know, making this kind of a separate project perhaps. My main focus is on this guy, because I like the kind of broomstickish looking, you know, kind of broom handle, I guess is what you call it, look of the Demolisher. Instead of being all kind of curvaceous and stuff and everything, it just kind of goes and sticks out. I always kind of like that look, and I do like how it was maintained, instead of being tied in with an integration like what I've seen done elsewhere. But no, just the shape and how the shell relates to the Demolisher part and everything, I just really like that. But my plan here, at least my initial intent, is to, I think I'm going to cut the Demolisher launcher off and either see how tight I can tuck it up in, and if I can't tuck it up tight enough to make me totally happy, I might just remove it entirely and add something else. I want to take this rail here, and there's, you know, it looks like about 1/4 of an inch at least that I can bring it down to sit on top of the Demolisher piece, but I need to fit the cage in there and see how much room I have. I might see if I can pull, you know, basically I'm probably going to cut it at this line here and pull it down, kind of down and forward, I guess, following this plane, this angle here, and see how low I can get the rail, and bring that down, and I think I'm going to remove the stock attachment entirely, because you do have kind of this line here, and then it kind of comes up a ways to go into the stock, and so I'm thinking trimming it off and then building something. I'm not sure, I'll have to do some pick some parts out, but basically trying to continue this line here back and kind of cap it off, you know, so you maybe maintain this line but back here, so maybe carry this forward and then maybe have this step down a little bit narrower, and basically create a gigantic, like a big honkin' pistol, essentially. You know, kind of keep this kind of cool blocky nose of the Longshot, but maybe eliminate this and... Oh, rats. I thought... Rats. I thought the pump handle of the Demolisher was included, but it appears to not be in that pile. Rats. Okay. Okay, I guess if I'm needing to round up parts for the triggers and etc., I'll have to get another grip. Anyway, my thought being to bring just the Demolisher grip, or the hamp grip itself, that kind of blocky portion. Do I have... I thought I had one, maybe I don't. Moving it up and just creating a big, giant grip up here. Not quite sure. I figured, like I said, take the launcher and see if I can tuck it up real tight. Like, even if I have to like carve out the bottom, you know, so you got a little bit of room here between the barrel and, you know, the under barrel area. Even if I have to carve out like a kind of a half moon shape just to pull this guy up real tight, would be super cool. But I'm not sure where that would put the bottom line. You know, how trim that would make the front. If I can make that work, it'd be kind of cool to have, you know, a pistol with a rocket launcher. Would be kind of cool. At the very least, if I can pull it up or put a grip or something in here to kind of fill up that space and just kind of have the proverbial hand cannon. Just I like the shape of the grip and everything. It'd be cool to have it kind of lopped off right about here, so you just have a, like I said, just a big honking pistol. That might be what it's called. I don't know. We'll see what what grabs me when the time comes, I guess. But no, this is a future project. I'm probably not going to dive into this right away, but it was a project I could not resist when it came up, when he offered it for sale. So you'll be seeing this more in the future. No promises on any kind of timeline. Like I said, it was just kind of a, you know, caught in a moment of weakness, so to speak. But I do have to thank my Patreon contributors, because they are the ones that made this purchase possible. This was actually purchased with funds directly from that, and so this might become kind of a patron project, perhaps. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. See if anybody's actually that much interested in this project. But thank you very much to Prickly's Nerf Mods for allowing me to purchase this from him, and I'll put his information below. He's a rather talented fella. In fact, at the time of this recording, just finished his most recent build, which is a very impressive looking Rapid Strike Centurion, hydro-dipped with a bunch of fancy doodads on it and stuff. In fact, it's so new, I actually have not even had a chance to watch the video on it yet, because it just got posted, I think, yesterday. But no, check him out. I'll put his information, his channel, and his Instagram, and anything else I can find there. Check him out, because he is a rather, like I said, a talented individual. So, yeah, look forward to seeing more of this in the future, and we'll see you guys next time.